That is just a small part of it because there's also like the crafting part of it, which is very fun. If you like Minecraft or whatever, this is like right up your alley.
No, you know me, I'm a Minecraft.
It's not as bad as Satisfactory. It's a lot more chill.
Yeah.
Satisfactory is fucked.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Oh my god.
Don't
Is
get
that
him
a game?
started.
Yeah, it's just
It's a
it's a
game
game
you're,
where you
like,
have to
obsessed
build
with.
factories and optimize them.
Why would you play that?
Because it's fucking fun, Sydney. Why
Is
would
it?
you watch fucking Cam? Okay. Why would
did you.
Why, yes, and it was shit, and I regret it. I put like 50 hours into that goddamn factory building game.
And look what it got you. Nothing.
Happiness,
Okay.
optimization.
Sure.
You have to manage like the flow of the efficiency of the machines. So you like have to mine ore, turn it into
Fuck, this
bars,
beer's coming
and
through
then
me.
you have to then make sure that the machines are working at 100% efficiency.
And what if they're not? Like, what do you do then?
Well, you have to use math
Panic.
to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because like if you're producing, yeah, because you can only ore, you can only mine 200 ore a minute, and maybe your machines they take 30 a minute to smelt. So you need to split the 200 ores per minute
Connor, you got-
into multiple ore machines.
Connor, you're negative riz right now. I'm just
But then once you've made them into bars, you then have to, if you want to make something, you have to split them. It's horrible. Do you know what a manifold is?
No, Connor.
Okay, it's a system at which you can use conveyor belts to maximally load a machine.
Yeah.
So let me show you the manifold. So a manifold is a way.
bring up the 5-hour video to
Can we
explain
watch
it all.
image? Can we go images? All right. So a manifold.
Bro, you bring up math and I'm not gonna fucking pay it. I'm literally like, yeah.
So if the leftmost pipe can only take 20 cubic meters of water, and we're pumping in 100
This is
cubic
going to be on the
meters.
test later, Sydney.
Yeah,
so
it's going to be
pay
on the test.
attention.
20
Each pipe
cubic.
can take 2 big. So it doesn't matter. You don't have to load them all from like the same place. You can load them just from the side.
Okay.
Because this one's going to get full eventually.
All
And
right.
so it'll all evenly
well, how
fill.
do you know it's gonna get full eventually?
Because it can only, the size of it can only fit
20
like
cubic.
20 cubic meters
20
of water.
cubic tons?
Liters, you know, you know, so you gotta, this is really fun to play.
Sounds really fun, yeah. Really excited.
And the horror is that sometimes the machines don't run at 100% efficiency.
Fuck.
And you have to figure it out.
What do you do then?
You have to sometimes just restart.
Shit
the
your
whole machine.
pants.
Are we still
you-
talking about?
I was explaining manifolds to Sydney.
Oh, this is something new. What is?
Don't.
Scott,
The engineer came back.
I'm glad you asked. It's really a marvel of engineering, the manifold.
Manifold. It really is.
Looks like a bunch of valves.
Okay, so a manifold is the concept I got where it doesn't matter where you fill like a conveyor from. You could fill them all from one side, and all the pipes will get equal amounts of.
Is this a game or is this a concept?
It's a concept in the game that you have to use all the time.
Oh,
Because you have to fill all the machines from conveyor belts evenly. Otherwise, all the machines won't work the same.
Yeah.
So if the small pipes that are being fed into can only take like 20 and you're putting in 100, eventually the small pipe at 20 will fill up and eventually they'll all fill up like cascading.
Yeah.
So they'll all eventually be full and taking the same amount.
Don't follow along with him.
I-
Don't.
You get
don't
it though,
encourage
right?
I get it.
this.
I
It's
get it.
really
I get
cool.
it. I get it.
When you actually see it in real life,
Yeah.
it's fucking cool.
Honey, this is interesting.
This is interesting.
This is interesting.
This is really interesting.
Sydney.
So for
How
every,
satisfying
okay,
is it if you get it
Dude,
right?
it's
That's
so
just
satisfying.
oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Because you have one intake. Because before I was trying to put like 4 and try
Yeah.
to feed them all in at once, like a noob engineer.
Yeah.
Like a level 1 mafia goon.
It's literally that meme of like, you know, the guy in the stadium being like, so a manifold, right?
Mansplaining the manifold.
The girls just don't get it. It's for manifold is for the guys.
It's got man in it.
I don't know, Joey. Is it for the manifolds, man?
For the men.
You
Is
know
it
what?
for you, Joey?
I might be a woman today. In this case. Where's the woman for? Manifold.
Womanfold.
Manifold.
You mentioned math, and I'm just like, I'm not doing that. I'm not listening.
She's like,
You also tweeted about, you're like, when is we getting more Mindhunter?
Yeah, when?
Never.
Why?
getting
Dude,
more what?
have you ever seen the show Mindhunter?
No.
It's a
really good.
Netflix
It's
show.
really good.
Well, to be fair, it took you quite a long time to watch.
Because I knew I'd love it.
What is it?
Yeah.
It's basically about, unless you want it.
It's like where at the beginning of how the FBI started to realize and like that because it wasn't until pretty recently where they realized that serial killers aren't just like born with something in their mind making them.
Right.
So they started to be like, sometimes it's psychological. So it's like beginning to understand serial killers and like talking with real serial killers.
Oh.
Well, not real. Like they had people that looked exactly like, they made them look exactly like them. And that's how they,
It's really good.
it is really good.
Is it like is this like a TV show? Like
Yeah,
fiction?
yeah.
Oh,
Two
okay,
se-
okay.
So they
It's
did
on-
2
it's on
seasons.
Netflix.
It was very critically acclaimed, very popular.
Oh.
and then it was
And-
like more
and-
big mouth.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they, for some reason, they didn't make any more, but it was insanely popular.
Oh.
It's still
Wow, never
really
heard of
good.
this.
Because they basically just learn about, like, it's the first time where they actually, like, instead of just, back in the day, if you had a guy who would just kill a bunch of people, they would just kill him.
Yeah.
Then they're like, hey, maybe we should start, like,
Studying.
asking these guys why they do this.
It's like,
and,
hey,
Yeah.
you good?
yeah,
right.
and
What
so
happened
it
to you as a
allowed them
kid?
to, like,
Right, right,
profile
right.
future, like, serial killers
Oh,
and stuff
cool.
and learn more about
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. So I got to ask, now that we have a girl on this podcast,
Oh my
I
God.
can ask
Finally.
this. I can ask this straight. What do girls find intriguing about true crime? It just
I have a feeling you asked this the last time Sydney
Yeah,
came
I'm pretty
on as
sure
well.
you already asked me this.
did I?
On there.
4 years ago?
Or
think
has
so.
anything changed in 4 years? Well, just run it through it.
Yeah, just run it through it.
I mean, I've always had this darkness in me, craving more death.
All
But
right.
no.
You want to talk about it? Or?
Are you okay?
Before you explain, I asked one girl this question as well. 'Cause she was really obsessed with true crime, and I was like, "Why do you like true crime so much?"
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, it's really good because I can prepare myself in case I ever,
Oh, I have heard that.
in case I ever
argument,
come
yes.
across
Yeah.
a serial killer."
Yeah.
I'm like, that sounds not true.
I mean, there are definitely things that I'm like, make me more worried. Like, be like, hey, this guy's doing that. Oop. That guy's getting a little too close for comfort, and he's not taking no as an answer.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah,
Is that why you're into true crime though?
No.
true crime's gotten like really fucking intense.
Yeah, it
on
really,
YouTube
especially in the
lately.
past,
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 years.
Like,
it's been like,
since this podcast starting and where it is now, true crime content has just changed so much.
Yeah.
And there was also something, as someone, I kind of enjoyed quite a lot of it for a while until I kind of started to feel a bit like, am I a bit weird that I like this,
Yeah.
watching this? But it was kind of comforting in a sense that it used to be like in the 90s, in the 80s, in the 70s. And then now
Yeah.
I watch,
Now
I
it's
watch
like 2 days
I watch
ago.
I literally watch a YouTube video and they'll be like, in January 2025, I'm like, okay, this like feels like it's still ongoing.
the creepiest
Like,
shit. I was
that's
doing,
a little much.
Yeah. I was doing my makeup, and then I was like, oh,
The
I'll just put
perfect place
on-
to watch true crime.
Yeah, I'll just put on this random titled one. And then as I was watching it, they're like, it was in my hometown. Literally a few months ago. It was a town next to my hometown. And I'm just like, and then some of the names they were saying, I'm like, they're neighbors. Da-da-da. I'm like, holy shit, I know those people. What the fuck is going on? And then it's just like, okay, now it feels like I had to turn it off because I'm like, I don't like the sound of this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's also part of the reason why you're into true crime, right? Is Wisconsin, would you say?
Just love murder.
The home of the serial killers, right?
Yeah.
Why do people murder
What-
so much in
yeah.
Wisconsin?
What else is there to do? Drink?
Get
Like,
drunk?
well, yeah, that's what we do if we're not murdering people.
Yeah, that's what they do on the weekends.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I really feel like the boom of like true crime was Making a Murderer. Is that what it was called?
Yeah,
that was
essentially,
when
I
it
think
felt
so.
like true crime became like big.
Yeah.
Because that, do you remember on Netflix when that was like the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when, and people started.
Everyone was outraged that he was in prison.
it was
Oh my God, all of Wisconsin,
it was
it was
like
like-
that, and just people started liking documentaries in general. It was just the Netflix documentary.
that started
boom.
it all, right? If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
kind
it
of the
did.
big catalyst for kicking off this whole. Let's go to the town and let's just grab every woman or every person there and be like, just say something about the guy, and
To
we'll
be-
edit.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
mean, like, because it takes place in Wisconsin, and it's like,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
I could have guessed though.
Where else?
I mean,
Then sometimes I get worried. I'm like, why does it matter that I haven't it? Like, I'll be watching this thing and I'm like, oh, this guy did it. And then in my head, I'm like, why do I care?
yeah.
Why? Like, I know it's obviously because it's just entertaining. Like, it is just entertaining. Like,
Unfortunately, yeah.
it is. But like in my head, I'm like, it's weird that I'm trying to determine whether I think this guy is guilty or not.
Yeah.
In my head, like,
And
I
at
think
the end of the day, you're watching a documentary which has
so much bias.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it,
So
it will
much
have
bias.
bias
Exactly.
and it will have a storyline because they are selling you on a story, which is
Yeah.
the unfortunate truth of every documentary
And like
out
even
there.
from our own experience with like making videos and stuff, it's so easy to present someone in a way that is favorable. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
equally, it's very easy to present someone as
It's
being
almost
not so good.
unavoidable at times as well.
And
right?
so when you watch these documentaries, it's almost impossible not to have some form of bias slip in there based on
Yeah.
what they're looking for. Because you can make a Jerry Springer-esque style thing where you go for the most inflammatory stuff and put that in. Or you can go for more of a storytelling thing, but then maybe you're like, this part of the story isn't interesting. But maybe that is the time when that person is talking normally or whatever. And like we're just putting in the times they say unusual stuff and sound bites or little things.
Yeah, like
It's so easy to take something out of context.
there's like there's a big issue, I think, especially in the true crime. Like, first of all, you're unfortunately talking about a story about a real life person, and I think a lot of the times a lot of true crime YouTubers kind of forget, like, hey, this was a real person.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
like, I know there's this one YouTuber who was unfortunately put on her Patreon. Like,
Oh yeah, I saw this
Oh,
one.
yeah.
The autopsy.
Yeah, the autopsy
Autopsy pictures
results
of that
and the
little
autopsy
boy.
pictures
Yeah,
of
yeah.
a little boy that was murdered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
autopsy pictures on her,
On her
like a
Patreon.
Like, guys, if you want more pictures of dead bodies, go to my Patreon.
and the dad was fighting beforehand to make sure that these pictures were never released.
yeah,
And
which is obvious. Like, why the fuck would you want those released?
yeah, that's fucked.
Like, and also, like, I understand that there is like this obsession with like,
Dead.
releasing everything, but like, some things you're like, do we need to release these pictures?
Yeah,
like,
we don't
what
need to
public
know.
good
yeah, I
does
don't know if I want to
this
see a murdered 8-year-old if I'm okay. That got really dark.
Well, clearly,
take, guys.
the problem is, Jay, some people wanted to see that and they went to the
Yeah.
Patreon.
Yeah.
that's so fucked.
Yeah, that's really
But then
fucked
it's
up.
like, it's concerning that there are people who are in like positions of responsibility or authority that you're like, why did you think it was a good idea to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy that there were no alarm bells in your head of like, I should have maybe not done this.
Yeah, maybe this is immoral as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why when she came out with the video, kind of like apologizing, but being like, well, but they gave it to me. Like, this is the true crime community. And it's like, well, do you not see why it's kind of fucked up that you did that though?
Yeah.
It's like sourcing like 4chan or some shit. It's
Yeah.
like you're sourcing from like the devil. Like,
Yeah.
this is not very helpful. Like, don't just take everything.